Welcome to Letters to Rising Leaders. It's a podcast series about God, soul, love, and leadership. And I'm your host, Tom Mohr. For those of you joining along in my book, Letters to Rising Leaders, this is week 40, and the topic is chance. With this episode, we begin the final 13 episodes of the year, our fourth quarter, which is dedicated to the theme, What's Our Call? Today, we're taking up the topic of chance, those random events that can sometimes rock and shock our lives. And I want to begin with a story. When I was around 9 years old, my friends Mark and Paul talked me into a bike ride, right? And the problem was my bike was broken. It had a flawed braking system. When I backpedaled, I could slow the bike down, but it didn't lock into a braking position. So if I was going too quickly, it would take a long time to stop if I could at all. And so in my infinite 9-year-old wisdom, I said yes to my friends, and we took off on this bike trip with me pedaling along this flawed bike. And of course, we get to the edge of a big hill, right? And there's a dirt path curving down into the woods. And Paul talks me into going first. And so I did. I took off. And as I begin to head down that hill, I'm starting to pick up speed really quickly. And I quickly realize I can't slow down. Not at all. And so as I'm shooting down this path, right, it's starting to wind, and I'm shooting past trees with inches to spare. And then finally at the bottom of the hill, I break into a clearing. And there before me is this creek and a bridge stretching, well, that's not accurate. The walls lining both sides of the creek were there, right, nice high walls, and the place where the bridge was meant to go, but the bridge was out. And there was no way to stop. So my bike and I shot over the near side, flying into thin air. And my front wheel hit the wall on the far side of the creek. And it pancaked my front wheel. And I went shooting over the handlebars. And thank God I was going fast enough that as I did, I cleared the top of the lip of the wall. And I have this vivid memory to this day of seeing the sky and then seeing the ground and then seeing the sky and then hitting the ground and tumble, tumble, tumble. And I emerged out of that with a lot of scrapes and bruises, but I didn't break anything. Well, it was a miracle, right? And then years later, in my junior year in high school, I joined a bunch of friends at a big party. It was at some kid's home. Parents were away, lots of underage drinking, loud music. And deep into the evening, I heard shouting. And all of us that were down in the basement there, we ran up out of the house, and people were congregating near the road. And I followed, and there at the side of the road was a body lying on the ground. The ambulance arrived. His name was whispered. It was a classmate. And he was covered in blood. He wasn't a close friend, but he was somebody who'd been friendly to me. And he'd wandered too close to the road, and a truck's rearview mirror had caught him in the head and killed him. It was a horrific tragedy. Chance. The miracles, the tragedies, the unexpected encounters. Where's God in the midst of all these things? Why this miracle? Why that tragedy? As I've looked across my life, I've experienced many miracles, including the ones where I was in physical danger and got through. But I've also experienced tragedies. I don't know why God intervenes in some situations and not in others. But maybe that's not even the right question in the first place. God is our ever-present help in times of trouble. He is infinitely there for us, and He's with us and He's in us from life to death to life forever and ever. Amen. And if that's true, then it means our lives may not be defined so much by our chance events themselves, nor even how God responds, but rather how we respond. Do we, in our moment of greatest weakness and greatest fear and greatest suffering, turn to God? Do we share those sufferings and our joys and everything about our lives with Him? And do we trust His unfolding will? Because no matter what happens in our lives, there's meaning in there. God can bring meaning out of every circumstance in our lives. With every chance event comes a choice. Winning the lottery could fund the building of a new community center or a life of self-centered pleasures. Our chance encounter with a homeless person might prompt an offer to buy a meal at McDonald's or strengthen our indifference. The loss of a child to random gun violence might lead a parent into a life of advocacy for gun law reform, or to die having never shaken despair. Every chance event in our lives offers us an opportunity to choose. The song for this week is called Shine On, and I wrote it about chance and what we do with it. Robert Berry joins me in instrumentals. Enjoy.
Happiness, good fortune, calamity and sorrow. Sunny skies of here today can turn to rain tomorrow. Will all I treasure change? Does nothing stay the same? God of light, help me see your grace. You're my guiding star, come what may. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days. How is it adversity so often leads to wisdom? How is it surrender so often leads to freedom? Why so upside down? Why so inside out? God of light, help me see your grace. You're my guiding star, come what may. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days. Fortunes shift, life has pain. Through it all, love remains. 'Cause I know you are near, calming all my fears. God of love, in you I live and move and have my being. Help me with my living and my loving and my seeing. Captain of my soul, you are in control. God of light, help me see your grace. You're my guiding star, come what may. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days. Fortunes shift, life has pain. Through it all, love remains. 'Cause I know you are near. God of light, help me see your grace. You're my guiding star, come what may. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days. Shine on, shine on, shine on. Shine on, shine on, shine on. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days.
God of light, may I see your grace. You're my guiding star, come what may. Shine on, shine on, shine on all my days. Well, that's it for today. I hope you'll join us next week for the next episode in this Letters to Rising Leaders podcast series. As I say each week, leader of goodness, go in faith to love and heal the world.